This lady has to be my guardian angel because she's been through it. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, thank you so much for dropping by. And if you are a returning viewer, thank you so much for your continued support. Today, I'm participating in the Vintage Christmas Decor Collaboration 2023, hosted by Misty, Thrifter Junker Vintage Hunter, Erin, the Collection Vintage, and Alex, Chapter 2 Vintage Co. And today, I want to show you just a little bit of my vintage Christmas decor. This year, I'm only going to put up 4 Christmas trees, but this one by far has to be my favorite because it's covered in my great-grandmother's ornaments, and I have a few of her things sprinkled throughout the room, so I'd love to show you. So come on, y'all, let's take a look at my tree. Okay, y'all, so I closed the blinds so you won't get the glare, but I'm gonna start at the top and show you another one of my favorite things. This is a vintage tree topper that was a kit, and Patrick, the trusty Huckster Mercantile, sent several YouTube friends a vintage Christmas kit, and we made them live on YouTube. Now, I did not know how much work was in all of these push beads, and the directions were for an avid crafter, but I thought this was so sweet. It has become one of my favorite things. Now, I said before that I do love the colored lights. I think it just goes with all of the different colored ornaments. These ornaments are from my great-grandmother. They are glass ornaments, and I love all of the etching that is done on them. I'm gonna try to show you as many as I can. And this, y'all, this lady has to be my guardian angel because she's been through it. I also have my ornament with my name on it. Does anybody remember making these? I don't know if my mom made this or if my great-grandmother, maybe we made it all together, but I still have mine and my mom's. And this is the lady behind it all. This is my sweet, sweet granny. I love that smile. What a wonderful, sweet, and very talented and patient woman she was. When I grow up, I aspire to be like her. But look at these ornaments, y'all. They are glass. They have the etching on it. I just think they are so beautiful. Now, I now have tile floors, and I will tell you that we have had a casualty or two, so I'm super, super careful with them. I love the fact that when she ran out of ornament hangers, she just tied a ribbon around it. Atta girl, make it work. So this one down here is also one of my favorites. I love that it has the horse-drawn carriage scene on there, and I just can't believe that they have survived. Over here is the only one of these that I have left, and I would love to find some more. This little swirly, it has actually a clear cap on it, and it's the only one that I have left. But I also love this little train. The blue ones are my favorite. Now, this is another Christmas ornament that we made. I believe this was a crafting project live that I did with 2 or 3 of my friends. We made these little elves, and I just thought, oh my gosh, I love him. Now, I have yet to find another crafting kit, but I'm always on the lookout because these were so much fun. Back here behind the icicle is another ornament. It is made from a mason jar lid, y'all. And it is cross stitch Noel. No, I did not make it because I cannot cross stitch, but just a little bit of tape, it'll do. Here is another one that says Season's Greetings, and it has a little winter house scene on these. Y'all, they're just adorable. I do have 3 of the little Jewel Bright ornaments, and this one has a little elf in it. I only have 3 though, so I'm always on the hunt for more. Of course, I filled in with a few other vintage glass ornaments. Now, these were not my granny's, but they've been around for a while, and I had another one very similar to this one, and guess what? the floor got it, y'all, but this is one of my favorites too. Okay, I'm trying to go around the tree so you can see. Look at this one. This blue with the red etching, the red paint. It's got the candles. Isn't that beautiful? You just don't find these anymore, and I am always looking. For sure, I am always looking. There's another one of your ribbons. I even found a couple that had some bent paper clips, so they made it work, huh? Here's another one with the gold. Now, she had a lot of the yellow ones left. I don't know if these are the ones that just didn't get broken or if she just really liked them. So here is my mom's ornament. Can barely read her name. And here is another little red one. That's a Joyous Noel. I'm on the back side of the tree, so it's a little bit darker, but still, these are in wonderful condition. Peeking down here is another one of the yellows. And then she just has some regular glass ornaments that are plain. I thought those were pretty. The green ones. Here's another one of my favorites. I like this one. And this one again has that clear top on it. I don't even know what the top says. Oh, West Germany. Well, that's interesting. Now I know. And here is another one. Now, I think the elf that was over on the other side, that was from Tammy with Vintage Uprising, Texas. This one was a kit that I found. And Tammy and I and a couple of others, we made these little elf people. I can't remember whose kit was which, but these were so much fun. And again, we made these on live. And I borrowed Tammy's idea of adding a little bit of embellishment to the skirt, but I love this little ornament. So back at the beginning of the tree, there's another one that is squiggly. And it is, again, a West Germany. And then down here, I forgot to show you the other jewel brights that I have. I have a Santa jewel bright. I thought that is so sweet. Little Santa face in there. And then back at the top, maybe you saw it and I missed it. I have a yellow. And the yellow has a little deer inside. And these are the only three that I have, but of course I'm always on the lookout for more. Now this tree sits in one of my two front windows, and I have another tree that is on the other window. But it looks really nice from the outside of the house. I just have it on a little table. I'm big into tulle. I love tulle. And then I have an old falling apart tablecloth that I use and pin it to the sides just to cover the table. So while we're in this room, I'm gonna show you just a few other things that I really love. This is more like my family sentimental room. It's my spare bedroom. This wooden cradle was handmade by my dad when I was a little girl, and it has been trugged along and pulled along everywhere that I've gone. So it is probably about 50 years old. My dad did make this for me. And inside I have a Raggedy Ann and Raggedy Andy that was made by my great granny. They are in wonderful condition. I have been really careful with all of her dolls. She handmade all kinds of dolls, and I have them reading the 12 Days of Christmas in South Carolina. On the bed here, I have a very large hand-tatted bedspread, coverlet if you will, and this was done by my dad's grandma, and she made this, and it is so incredibly heavy, but it's really big, and I just have it kind of draped over. And then these two dolls were made by my great-grandmother, the lady you saw the picture of, the little Christmas mouse. I love the face. I love the details that she gave. She even made little clothes for each one of them. Quite the seamstress she was. And then a little velvet bear. These are some of my favorite things that I treasure from her. And again, I guess that's where I get my love of tulle from. Another doll that I have, I just love her little face. I always put her out at Christmas time just because she's got the red in there. But I always think maybe she's on the naughty list with that face. Leave me a comment, let me know. Do you think she's on the naughty list? The last piece of my vintage Christmas decor that I wanted to share with you is just the top of this little shelf that I have right here. It's got some vintage jewelry, a lady head vase, and a Fenton cat. But on the top, and I basically leave most of the things up all year, the picture in the back is a painting from my great-grandmother. I have several of her paintings. And sometimes she painted something and then she painted over it. So we have several of her paintings. And I can't remember if this is her barn in her homestead or if this was just a barn in town. But I think she did a wonderful job. For this one, I needed to get up close so that you don't get the glare, but this is one of my all-time favorite finds as a thrifter. It's a very old picture, and it is called Shepherd's Call on the back. This picture depicts the shepherd's dog going back for the one that is lost. I'll put the biblical reference at the bottom for leaving the 99 to go back to the one. It is one of my all-time favorite finds, and I found it in a thrift store back home in South Carolina. If you notice, I found some books that were matching with the color scheme, and I just tied them up with some ribbon. I got these books at a thrift store, and that kind of goes with my theme. The next thing that I want to show you is this beautiful book that I got from Dolores at Miss Damn Jewelry here on YouTube. You'll need to check out her video as part of the collab. And she sent me the book as well as this little shepherd boy. The book is The Shepherd Boy of Bethlehem. And when you open it up, it is from St. Paul's Church of Scotland in Dundee, from the Sunday school that presented to Evan Jackson for very good attendance in the 1959 to 1960 session. Great job, Evan. And with this, she sent me this darling little shepherd and lamb ornament. And I thought that that paired very well with the picture, the book, the snow scene painted by my granny. Of course, you always throw in a bottle brush tree and a little book for some risers. And I think it makes a super cute vignette. Well, y'all, that's it for today. Thank you so much for coming along to see some of my vintage Christmas decor as part of this collaboration. Again, it's hosted by Misty, Thrifter Junker Vintage Hunter, Erin, the Collection Vintage, and Alex, Chapter 2 Vintage Co. Thank you, ladies, so much for opening up this collaboration and giving us a chance to spotlight our vintage Christmas decor. If you'd like to see more of my vintage Christmas and Christmas decor, make sure to ring that notification bell to all and subscribe to my channel. It is free and it helps my channel grow. I'll be back for another Christmas collab, the Ho Ho Holiday Christmas Tree collab, hosted by Miss Martha at Vintage Conversation and Tammy of Vintage Uprising, Texas. I may throw in a few other shorts and videos of the rest of my vintage Christmas and Christmas decor. Make sure that you don't miss it. And until next time, y'all stay pretty and be sweet. Bye-bye.